The 2024 presidential election may play a role in Vladimir Putin's Ukraine strategy. That is according to U.S. and European officials.
Depending upon the outcome, the Russian leader could see support for Ukraine diminish. CNN national security correspondent Kylie Atwood looks at how that might influence Putin's plans.
American and European officials are concerned that President Putin may be factoring the 2024 presidential elections into his Ukraine war approach, essentially banking on the possibility that if President Biden loses and Trump or another Republican candidate wins, that U.S. support for Ukraine would diminish, which would then, of course, benefit Putin. And now, this is not a steadfast, hard U.S. intelligence assessment on Putin's mindset, but U.S. officials do think that he is taking this into consideration. And as one expert said, it's basically a potential light at the end of the tunnel for Putin that would drive down any possibility of a near-term resolution to this war. Now, obviously, we know that the likelihood of a near-term resolution is quite low now, but this could incentivize Putin, folks are concerned in the U.S. and Europe, to drag on the war through November of next year. Kylie Atwood, CNN, Washington.
Well, let's stay focused on Russia's war in Ukraine and the latest on an attack in the Black Sea. Ukraine struck one of Russia's biggest oil tankers in an attack overnight. A source tells CNN that a sea drone carrying almost 1,000 pounds of explosives struck the ship. Russia says the ship was not carrying oil. Ukraine, a source there, says that it was full. The attack came just hours after Ukrainian sea drones targeted a coastal naval base and hit a Russian warship.
CNN's Nada Bashir joining us now with the very latest. Nada, tell us more about the strategy behind the sea drone attacks by Ukraine.
Well, we know now from Ukrainian authorities that this is proving to be a crucial element in their continued counteroffensive. And we know that that counteroffensive has been going slower than was anticipated. The territorial gains made by Ukraine at this stage not as substantial. Now we are seeing a shift, particularly on the Black Sea, since Russia's withdrawal from the Black Sea Grain Initiative deal. We are seeing these increasing attacks against Russian targets. Now, we heard this morning, of course, of another attack on the Kerch Strait against a Russian oil tanker using maritime drones. And we've heard from the Ukrainian Security Service. They say that these attacks will only continue to increase, that these attacks will continue so long as Russian troops are in Ukrainian waters and on Ukrainian land. Now, there hasn't been an outright acceptance of responsibility by the Ukrainian authorities, though one source has told CNN from the Ukrainian Security Service that this was a joint endeavor, joint operation by the Security Service and the Ukrainian Navy, though naval spokespeople have denied to comment or admit responsibility on this matter at this stage. But we also heard from the Secretary of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council. He said he spoke about this uptick in drone operations, both maritime and air operations, and he said that these are only growing more accurate with time, that their operators are only increasing in their experience, and that these will continue. The aim and the focus for Ukraine at this stage is to expand in the scale and the range of the attacks targeting Russian positions. And this will form a crucial part of Ukraine's continued counter-offensive. And of course, we've continued to see fighting on those eastern front lines increasing with intensity, artillery fire increasing. And although Ukraine's progress has been slower, we have heard from the Ukrainian authorities. They say they are persistent. They will continue to move forward to try and push and break through Russian defensive lines. And they have had some success at this stage, and that is continuing.